Yeah! New shirts finally dropped. Go check the link in the description. JustByronShop.com. Cop yourself a shirt. There's 2 types. Go cop yourself whichever one you like. There's some descriptions to help you find your selection. Go check it out. Let's go. Jjan! Oh shit, that did not taste good. Welcome back to another episode of the Jjan podcast, and today, yet again, it is me, just me, but I felt I wanted to talk about this. Now, I don't know if you've seen, but I've only done one reaction to Baby Monster. That's what we're talking about today, and the reason I'm doing this, I said in there, that's my only Baby Monster reaction, but this isn't a reaction. This is just a Jjan podcast, me discussing some things, because if you guys don't know, I have a Patreon, brand new Patreon that I started, and the first thing I started watching was Baby Monster's Last Evaluation. By the time this is uploaded, I think all of my reactions to all the episodes have been up already on my Patreon, so if you want to check out those reactions, then go check them out. But if you guys haven't seen episode 8 already, you guys already know. If you haven't seen episode 8, then don't watch this video yet. Watch episode 8 first, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. And then I don't want to spoil anything for you guys if you guys are following along with the show. But before we start with the talking, you know what I'm saying, we gotta do the cheers, because Jjan podcast, you know what I'm saying, bring in the drinks. But of course, whenever it's just me, I don't really have a drink just because I'm doing most of the talking. So it's not like I have no time to drink anything, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna bring in, again, the apple juice, you know what I'm saying, apple juice, but this is just water in the apple juice bottle. So that's what we're having. I don't know if you guys have seen my other Jjan podcast, but I usually have the Pocari Sweat bottle with the water, but this time we switched it up with the apple juice. I think in the last episode of Jjan podcast, I had this bottle too, but anyways, let me know in the comments if you guys are drinking something with me. That's the whole point of the Jjan podcast. That's why I named it that. So, one, I could try like different drinks out, but that's only when I have guests, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll bring in a new drink to try out. But, and then also the reason is I like to cheers, and I feel like when I watch a podcast episode, I'm usually eating or drinking something. So I wanted the same vibe with this podcast. So in the comments, let me know what you're drinking. If you're drinking something while watching this, or if you're eating something, let me know. But this is what I'm drinking. Jjan! Alright, let's get down to the business, the topic at hand. Baby Monster is about to debut. Finally, I actually thought that when they started this YouTube channel, Baby Monster, and they gave us introductions to each member, I thought that was the group already getting introduced. There was no show. But, of course, YG loves to play games with us and with their trainees, so they started this show. So I don't know if they probably didn't even know, because when we're watching the show, they get shocked every time there's a new assignment, or when they were told that this was like a show, Last Evaluation, and they weren't gonna debut all at the same time. They always had the shocked face, but I'm not even sure if that's planned or they already knew that ahead of time. I don't know. But if you haven't seen, like I said, all the episodes, make sure you check out the episodes before you watch this video, because I don't want to spoil anything, and everything I'm going to be talking about in this episode is going to be related to the episodes of the Last Evaluation and Baby Monster in general. So if you haven't seen any of the episodes, or if you're still watching the episodes and you want me to watch it with you, because I have reacted to all the episodes, I believe by the time this video is up, every episode of the Last Evaluation have been up, like my reactions to them. So, but it's not on YouTube, like I said. It's on Patreon, just because I didn't really know how the copyright issues would work in terms of like reacting to them doing covers. But I did do like only one Baby Monster reaction during that Last Evaluation, and that was Ruka's solo, and by far she was my favorite. She had my favorite solo, and she's also my favorite in Baby Monster. But like I said, if you haven't seen the episode, then go check out the episodes before watching this, before continuing listening to me, because I'm about to spill a lot of details and a lot of stuff. So I'll give you a couple seconds, you know what I'm saying? Or you can pause the video and come back to this video after you finish watching those episodes. But okay, so I gave you some time, so now we're just gonna get into meat and greedy of everything. So if you haven't seen episode 8, and episode 8 is when that was the last episode, and I thought we were gonna get to know who the final members were. And I'm gonna say it one time that, okay, I'm gonna say it after this, but in the episode 8, I thought they were gonna introduce and give us all the members who were like become Baby Monster. But, of course, YG loves, like I said, playing games with us, the fans. And I don't know, maybe to the trainees as well, but they didn't tell us who is in the group. YG, at the very end of the episode, he said that he was going to announce worldwide to everyone who's going to be in Baby Monster. I believe it was either May 11th or 12th. So it's pretty soon, like a week or two, away from this. I don't know when this video is up, but the time I'm recording this is I just finished reacting to the last two episodes of the last evaluation. So I wanted to make it because everything is still fresh in my head of what I wanted to say. I didn't have a plan to like kind of react to this or to do a Jjan podcast about this topic, but because YG decided not to let us know who is actually going to be in Baby Monster in the show, because that's what I thought the whole show was about, like them telling us at the very end they would say who is in the group. Because usually in the other shows, like the previous YG shows, like the one with Icon, one with Winner, one with Treasure, I haven't seen the one with Treasure, which I kind of actually do want to react to. So since I now have the Patreon, I can react to that. So if you want me to react to that, let me know in the comments how they formed Treasure, because I'm very curious how they were like as trainees to now, because now they're amazing, but I don't know how good they were when they were trainees during the show. But with those shows, usually everyone, like at the end of the episode or at the end of every show, they announce who the winners are and who is in the group, you know what I'm saying? But this time around, they changed everything. They did the complete opposite to how they usually do shows. They usually don't even have a channel. They don't have a name of the group. They don't have anything set. They just have the show. And then after the show, they let us know who the winners are, of course, like, and then who's in the group. And then they give us the name of the group. Then they give us the YouTube channel. Then they give us the introduction to all the members. And then they give us the teaser to like their debut MV or whatever. But they did it completely different with this Baby Monster. They let us know all of the members, all 7 of them. And, before they are debuting, they're not even all debuting is the crazy thing is, that, like, they're not all debuting, which is what YG said, but they introduced every member, like, and they created this whole YouTube channel, this whole fandom page. So everyone that's watching this show, I feel like is already a fan of all of them, because I am a fan of all of them, and I feel like they all should be in the group together because they all competed with each other, to be honest. So I feel like they should all be in the group, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy because also, in the episode 8, Jjan, dancer, choreographer, she is very popular now. I don't know if you guys know her, but she is in like YG, and she, I guess, is a choreographer for YG, their groups and their songs, and also, I guess, trains the trainees, which is the Baby Monster members. And in the episode 8, it said, Jjan said that she has been teaching Baby Monster, the trainees, like for 2 or 3 years. And, they've been in elementary school when they first started, like being in YG, and, Jjan started teaching them. And some of them, especially Chiquita, I think was the latest person that was added to Baby Monster before the show started. She's the youngest one, but I feel like she has the most potential, in my opinion, because if you guys haven't seen, she has a credible voice and her stage presence is crazy, and also she is a very good dancer, and I believe she's the main dancer of the group if she actually becomes like a member of Baby Monster, like officially. Which actually, before we say anything more, I'm gonna just say this because I don't know, I think a lot of other people have been speculating this, but and also one more thing, YG also said in episode 8 at the very end, when he was saying that he was gonna announce the official members of Baby Monster on the May 11th or 12th, I forgot which day it was, but he said that he originally wanted 5 members to be this Baby Monster, and in terms of girl groups, there hasn't been like big member groups, but you guys have Treasure, you know what I'm saying? Icon also has quite a bit of, like, almost the same amount of members, except for BI's not there anymore, but they were also a lot of members too. So I just from watching the whole show, I got to know everyone, not a lot, but got to know their strengths, their weaknesses, everything. And I just really feel like they should all debut like together, you know what I'm saying? And they all are still very young, so they can still improve a lot. And some of them are also very, very talented. Like, all of them actually are very talented. Even Hanam, who, in my opinion, because at first I thought they were only going to eliminate one person, like it's just going to be 6 people. So I thought to myself that Hanam was going to be the one to get eliminated, because during the first dance evaluation, she got a lot of the dance steps wrong. And when I listened to her vocals, the first time she sang, she didn't really get that many parts. But I don't know, I just had like feeling that she needed to train a little more. But I think she's also one of the members that have been in YG the longest. But I don't know, I just felt that if anyone was going to be eliminated, it'd be Hanam. But as the show progressed, Hanam also progressed too, and I also became a fan of her and her voice too. So, and especially her solo was actually very impressive. And their last vocal performance that they did was very impressive too. All of them did very well. I don't think anyone had any major accidents or any major like flaws that happened during their performances. But we saw a lot of like their flaws like during when they were practicing for the performance. But at the actual performance, they did very well. I didn't see or hear any mistakes. YG or the judges didn't really notice many mistakes. I kind of thought there would be like more like critiquing, but there wasn't much critiquing in my opinion, especially from YG, except for like when they were, like I said, during the D-Day, like the training for the official performance there was, but on the actual day, the actual performance, there was no like super huge critiquing. They were all like very impressed. That's why they were called Baby Monster. That's what they were all saying. And from watching this whole show, I finally know why YG is naming this group Baby Monster. And the thing that I wanted to say, oh my god, like it took me so long to get to it, but the thing I wanted to say about Baby Monster, YG, at first I thought it was going to be 6 members only. They're going to eliminate one person. That's what I thought in the beginning, but then at the end, YG was saying he pictured Baby Monster as a 5-member group. But in my opinion, and I really feel like this is going to happen because YG, I don't know, he is a teaser, you know what I'm saying? I said this a lot during my reactions, like to all the episodes. So again, if you haven't seen my reactions, go check them out on the Patreon. But I said this a lot where I feel like they're actually all going to debut as all 7 members, because they all deserve it. They will all work very hard. During the last evaluation, none of them had any major flaws in my opinion. Of course, some of them like need training, but they are still very young and they haven't actually officially debuted, so they can still train, still get better. Even when they debut, they're still like practicing every day. So I feel like they can all debut together, you know what I'm saying? Cause they've been practicing together for this long. And the last two performances that they did in episode 7 was very good. They really looked like a full member group. And I just really feel like YG is playing games with them, or just trying to make it seem like they're going to eliminate some members to make them train even harder. So that's what I think, YG's doing to make Baby Monster, the members, train harder, so that he can see how hard they train. And they really did train very, very hard. So I really feel like Baby Monster is about to debut as full 7 members. If it's really not 7 members, that's just super crazy to me that they are not all going to debut, because I feel like they all can debut, you know what I'm saying? But YG did say that he was picturing 5 members in Baby Monster. And at first I thought, before the whole talking at the end, what YG was saying at the end, I thought it was going to be up to us, the fans, to decide who was going to debut and who was going to get eliminated. And I was going to go crazy if we had to do that, because I don't think any of us fans can choose someone that's to be eliminated in the group. But if I were to choose my 5 to be in Baby Monster officially, if YG really is going to have just 5 members in the group, I'll probably go Parita, Jjan, Ruka, Chiquita. And the last one is kind of iffy for me, because the last one I want to go either Asa or Rora, because those two are also very good. But I feel like the first 4 are definitely for sure. I feel like they can definitely make it. But I just don't know if YG thinks Chiquita is too young, because she is the youngest one. 2007, I think she was born in, which is pretty crazy. Or 2009 or 2007, one of those two, that she was born. But she has a lot of potential, and a lot of the judges gave her a lot of praise too. So I don't think she would be eliminated, not be in the group. The only reason is that I think that she would not be in the group is because YG wants her to train more, because she has been training for only a year, whereas the other members have been training longer. And she's also, I don't actually know what nationality she is, but you guys can let me know if you know. But she did very well in the show, and I really feel like she can make it into the group. So those 4 are my certains: Parita, Jjan, Chiquita, and Ruka. Those 4. And then my 5th one is a little iffy between Rora and Asa. You know what I'm saying? So in the comments, let me know if you had to choose only 5. Have you seen all of Baby Monster? Let me know who you would put in the 5, because I feel like Parita and Jjan also have they should already automatically be in the group, just because their vocal ability and also their stage presence is amazing already. Parita, a little bit, I don't know, I just really like her voice. She really resembles the Rose voice that Rose has. If you haven't seen Parita's solo performance, that was also very good, and that also reminded me of Rose's voice a lot. And Jjan, when I was listening to her solo, I noticed that she has the hardest hitting voice out of everyone in Baby Monster. So I definitely feel like those 2 are the for sure ones. And I also feel like Ruka is also for sure too, because out of all the rappers, I think she did the best in my opinion. But she's also my favorite, so maybe I'm just a little biased. But I also love Asa too, because in her solo she did singing and rap, so I applaud that. And she wanted to make a little fun stage, she was saying, and she wanted to think of it as her last chance to perform. So she did both, which I really applaud and respect that. And she did very well. But you know what I'm saying, when it comes to Ruka, if you guys, like I said, go back and watch my reactions to the episode. Every time Ruka comes on, I go pretty crazy, you know what I'm saying? Also, their last performance that they did for this whole show, Ruka and Asa had their own rap parts. And then at the end, they had their own back and forth rapping bits, which I really liked. And I really feel, at first I thought they were going to pick between one of the rappers, because when I thought it was 6 members, I thought just one of the rappers would not make it, but I really feel like both rappers should be able to make it. But also really like Rora too, because she's also a very good vocalist. Her solo really impressed me. So yeah, let me know in the comments who you think would be, if only 5 members were in Baby Monster, who you think would make it. But I just personally think that YG's gonna have to, you know what I'm saying, with all the fans yelling at YG to make it 7 members. I'm hoping you guys, if you guys are fans of Baby Monster, you guys are telling YG, spamming YG to just form them as 7 members. That's my final thoughts, my final verdict. I've said it a lot. I think a lot of other people have made videos about it, but if that really happens, then you heard it here first. Probably not first, but I feel like I'm one of the people that constantly felt that Baby Monster was going to debut as 7. Even though YG keeps saying it's not going to be 7, YG is just playing games, you know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts. And it kind of pissed me off too that YG didn't let us know who was going to be in Baby Monster. And we have to wait even longer to find out who's in Baby Monster or not. But when the official announcement comes on, I'm not sure if they're going to do like an official video for it. If there is, I will do a reaction. I'm not sure if it's on YouTube or Patreon yet, because I don't know really like if they're going to do any more songs, like performances. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be on YouTube. But the only reason I haven't made any Baby Monster reactions on YouTube except for that Ruka one is because that was the only one that I wanted to do, because she was the most anticipated in terms of solo that I wanted to check out. So I wanted to react to that only. That was my only one. And of course, when Baby Monster officially does debut and they come out with their MVs and stuff, I will react to it on YouTube. It's just this last evaluation. It's a show and they perform a lot of covers. So I don't know how the copyright issues go. That's why I react to it all on Patreon. So if you haven't seen them, go check my Patreon out. I promise you guys will have fun when watching the show with me. So if you haven't seen the show, definitely go check it out. And if you want to watch it with someone, go check out my reaction. We watch it together, you know what I'm saying? But that is it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If there's any other topics you think I should talk about or any guests I should have on the show, let me know who I should have. And also let them know too, so that they know who I am. And if you keep spamming them, then they might just reach out to me and ask to be on the show, you know what I'm saying? And we can do a little collab, a little thing, you know what I'm saying? So let them know and let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace. Yeah! New shirts finally dropped. Go check the link in the description. JustByronShop.com. Cop yourself a shirt. There's 2 types. Go cop yourself whichever one you like. There's some descriptions to help you find your selection. Go check it out. Let's go. Jjan. Oh shit, that did not taste good.